from Southern Maryland's weather leader. This is a JB Weather Alert.
Hello and good evening, everyone. I am Forecaster John Bordash with you in the Storm Center this evening, continuing to track the potential for severe thunderstorms. Much of our region remains under a new severe thunderstorm watch until 10 o'clock. This includes all of Southern Maryland and the Northern Neck. For the potential of damaging wind gusts upwards of 65 miles per hour, the potential for hail upwards of 1.5 inches in diameter, and that threat of continued threat of a brief spin-up tornado. And indeed, we do now have a tornado warning in effect for areas just outside of our coverage zone. This is going to be for northern Henrico County and southeastern portions of Caroline counties. This is going to be here until 7:15, and the National Weather Service is now noting that we do have a confirmed tornado with this storm as it continues to race here towards the north and east at 25 miles per hour. Now, this is in a pretty rural part of northern Virginia or central Virginia, but this could be coming here towards the Bowling Green area over the next little bit, and then this could pose a threat to parts of our local coverage zone over the next hour and a half or 2 hours if it's able to hold together. So this looks to be getting into the Bowling Green area by about 7:20 this evening, and then on over towards Port Royal in King George County at 7:45. If we take a look at that velocity scan, if you've been with us today, you know that this is going to be a tool that we use to see where radar is picking up on winds and in which direction they are moving. I want to quickly turn off the lightning tracker here. What we're going to be able to see is a decent amount of rotation where we get these reds and greens really matching up. Where we get these areas here shaded in red, that's going to be wind coming away from the radar. Green, wind going towards the radar. So we are seeing that rotation couplet here beginning to enter into Caroline County. This will be crossing Route 1 over the next couple of minutes here, going right up along 207 into the town of Bowling Green here. And as we head on over towards about 7:20, but it wouldn't surprise me to see this storm pick up in its forward motion just a little bit. So this is going to be a storm we're going to watch here in Southern Maryland and on the Northern Neck as it continues to track to the north and east. Zooming out here, though, I want to take that storm track off. And if we put radar into a loop here over the last hour, you can see that we have storms beginning to develop down to our south and west. We've had several tornado warnings issued throughout the evening thus far for areas in Lynchburg, Charlottesville, just to the west of or southwest of Richmond. And we're going to continue to track these storms as they continue to head to the north and east over the next few hours. Our region, again, remains under that severe thunderstorm watch until 10 o'clock this evening. This is going to be, again, for that threat of damaging winds and that continued threat of a brief spin-up tornado here as these storms track to the north and east. Coming back over here, I will continue to be tracking, again, that storm that's in northern or southeastern parts of Caroline County there, as it continues to show a decent amount of rotation as it races to the north and east. That was actually Hanover County. Get that updated there. I do want to see if we have any traffic cameras in this region, and the VDOT website hasn't been the most friendly for me to use today. And I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see much since this is kind of out there a little bit. I don't think we're going to be able to see too much on this storm, but this is definitely going to be one to watch. You can see radar is really picking up on that little bit of rotation right in there. That's going to be to the southeast of Bowling Green, and that has now entered here into Caroline County. And it doesn't seem like it's weakening all that much as it continues here to track to the north and east. And you can kind of see how radar is beginning to hook a little bit as it moves into Caroline County. So I see Michelle wanting to know when these would be getting into the St. Mary's area, potentially Leonardtown. This wouldn't be until maybe closer towards 8, 9 o'clock. So that's going to be a little bit for you. The main concern right now is going to be for Caroline County, then in the medium term for potentially King George and Westmoreland counties. But we do note that the National Weather Service has picked up on that potential of a tornado in this region Their latest warning text reads that at 6:51, a confirmed tornado was located near Ladysmith, Virginia, or 11 miles southwest of Milford, Virginia, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour, and this was confirmed by law enforcement. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur with this storm. Tree damage is likely as well. This tornado will be moving over the Ladysmith area here over the next 7 minutes at 7 o'clock. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include, but are not limited to, Chilsburg, Golensville, Nancy's Right Corner, Cedar Fork, Hewlett, Ruther Glen, Panola, Newell, and Seaton. And again, this is going to be for this tornado warning that is in effect here for parts of Caroline County. And this does go, again, it is now observed. It goes until 7:15. All of these storms are going to continue to move here to the north and east. And if we take you on over to that Futurecast, lots of people wanting to know about their backyard, Charles County, PG County. We can see that Futurecast shows these storms to our south and east beginning to move into all these areas. La Plata, PG County, Charles County, Calvert, St. Mary's County, after about 7 or 8 o'clock. So I really think our go time in our region is going to be about 8 o'clock to about 10 o'clock this evening to see these move on through. We're going to continue to track this. Not everyone's going to see these severe storms, and I don't even think everyone's going to see a tornado this evening. That highest threat was earlier today. That threat is going to really be kind of limited and kind of isolated, but where that does occur, we're going to track that. But that threat, again, 8 to 10 o'clock. I see Xavier wanting to know why the weather is so iffy near lower southern Maryland. Is it because we're surrounded by water? Yeah. Everywhere in southern Maryland, surrounded by water. We have the Calvert Peninsula, Charles Peninsula, St. Mary's Peninsula. That causes extreme differences, especially when we're talking severe weather. Now, when we're talking lower St. Mary's County, if you're talking like south of Lexington Park, the predominant storm mode is, from southwest to northeast, or storm direction, rather. So when we're talking about that type of a direction, that tends to favor storm tracks that are further to your north and west across northern St. Mary's County. But yeah, that water does help to stabilize your atmosphere a little bit and your environment there in lower St. Mary's County. So we'll continue to watch this. Again, no active warnings for our region, but you will know I'm always looking ahead, always tracking what's going on. And this is going to be, if I bring you on over here, this is definitely going to be a storm that we're watching as this, if it were to hold together in about an hour and a half, I might try to move into southern Maryland. But again, that main concern is really going to be here for Caroline County over the next little bit. I see Neil is just now popping on, wanting to know about Leonardtown. You're good right now. Again, that time frame for storms is going to be between about 8 and 10. And a lot of those questions, if you head over to that link that's in the description on this video, that takes you over to an article at jbweather.net. That will answer a lot of those questions. And you can actually, if you head over to the radar page, that allows you to interact in real time with radar and Futurecast. And that really allows you to zoom in right to where you are, kind of time things out on a town-by-town basis. But yeah, we'll continue to watch this. Back to the west, we see a developing line of storms from Cumberland down here to the east of Lynchburg. These are all going to be moving to the east. So we have these storms trying to pop out in front of this line. We have the main line back to the west. We'll watch how all of this interacts. After about 8 o'clock, we're going to start losing peak heating, which will eliminate the severe threat gradually. So if these storms don't get in here before like 8:30, then the severe risk is really going to start to diminish, and we might see storms fall apart as they move here towards the east. But again, we'll continue to watch all this. It'll be important to stay weather aware this afternoon or this evening. I know people are going out, they're traveling. Just keep your phones nearby. Stick with me here on our social media platforms, on the website for the latest information. Facebook.com/JBWeatherLLC, Twitter at JB_weather, and Instagram JBweather.net or at JBweather. And of course, always head over to JBweather.net for updates. Again, you can interact with Radar over there, and you can also stream my live updates over there. And that's important if you're, let's say, at work or school and you're not able to access social media. But in the meantime, I'm Forecaster John Bordash. Stay tuned here for the latest information. I have more continuous updates on Twitter, but I have updates on Facebook as well. And if we get any warnings for our region or anything that's concerning for us, I'll be back here live to continue to track that. In the meantime, though, stay safe and keep it tuned right here to JB Weather for the latest information.
Check the forecast anytime online at jbweather.net.